Hello and welcome to another episode of the Goals I View. I'm with Matty today.
Hello, Sam.
And he was at the Altrincham game yesterday. I wasn't. So what was it like? Obviously, because I wasn't there. Can you explain what it was like, the overall performance? And
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a vintage performance, but it was entertaining. Certainly, it was an entertaining game of football. Lots of chances at both ends, and I thought we were probably good value for the 3 points. Really nice goal to start off with. Ball into Danny Wright, turned it around the corner. Lemon Evans sort of jumped past the keeper and slotted into an empty net. Their goal was a bit disappointing. It was a long way out, but he had loads of space. The centre half long range strike.
yeah,
And then basically for the rest of the game, there was quite a lot of chances between both teams. And with about half an hour to go, Wern just picked the pockets of their centre half, so he passed it around the back and put it away.
oh really? I didn't realise the goal was like that. To be honest, no, that's fair enough.
Yeah, no, they were playing it out from the back all game as they did at Plainmoor. And
yeah,
they basically just misplaced the pass, and he sniffed it out and put it in the bottom corner beautifully. Really, it was really nice. Bit of pressure in the last 10 minutes.
yeah. I was just on the radio, and oh my god, I couldn't, it was one of those things where it's like worse to listen on the radio, I think, than to actually be there, because it was just wave after wave, but we survived, and that's a very, very good 3 points. What sort of individuals stood out for you? And well, first of all, Ali Omar's been, obviously it was his first start in a long time. What was his performance like?
It was close to as good as you can expect from him, I think.
Right, yeah.
Understanding his limitations, he didn't make any noticeable errors, and
Cool, yeah,
kick the ball, head the ball, get in the way of the ball, and fine.
that's good. Good to hear. Yeah,
he isn't a classy footballer, but he did his job well, and Winter did very well alongside him as well.
Yeah, because it was a makeshift defence, of course, and it was Troy Johnson on one side and Dan Martin on the other side of both of them. So I don't no idea about Lewis and Moxie. I mean, in this current situation, my only guess is COVID.
That's what I've heard. I mean, I
that's the guess, isn't it?
Anything official, but
yeah, that's the guess. Yeah. Because didn't they do an article in the week, and did they room or something? I'm not too sure. They were almost like talking. It was just like, oh, it's a bit of a surprise. Like, oh, we don't have our 5th yellow card now, and then it's like, oh, they're not in the team.
Yeah, it was strange. You wonder if there was also an article. I think Devon Live said that we've got fully fit squad for the first time.
Yeah.
So I was quite surprised to not see him on the team sheet, but maybe that was just all yeah, exactly. Maybe that was all just Gary Johnson's shithousery, and he's just.
It could be actually. There's a very, very good chance that was actually, to be fair.
Because to be fair, if they expected Omar to start, they probably would have made a plan to.
Yeah. So, you never know, actually, and I actually hope that is the case. So they have less days of their period, so they miss less games. So that's a good performance. Obviously, the new man, we've got 2 Stephens now on loan for Queen's Park Rangers. What was this performance like, from what you can see?
Really, really, really good footballer.
That's nice, yeah. I would expect that.
You can tell that he's played in a decent academy and got a decent education in football.
That's brilliant.
I expect him to play wide, but he played mostly centrally, sort of as a sort of in a 2 with Asa. And it was really good. It's sort of a lazy comparison to compare him to the last loanee central midfielder we had, but he is a bit like Adam Randall. He's like perfect, really good fit. There was one moment where he's got the ball about 40 yards out, and he's done a little roulette thing. That's what it's called it. Yeah. And then he did another one, and then drove forward and had a shot, and it sort of swerved in there, and the keeper nearly sort of misjudged it. And I just thought, that's a proper footballer there.
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, the Queen's Park Rangers fans wanted him in the first team squad, so he can't be too bad. So it gives us another option. He can play central on the wild. We've got Joe Felix, who I haven't seen much of. So I think, as the season's gone on, Gary Johnson's also building a really good squad. We have to be like a title-winning team if we want playoffs, of course. But for now, it's just nice to be competing and putting results together. So Tuesday, Solihull Moors. That's going to be an interesting game, I think. Obviously, well, I think just above us, and it'll be again another good gauge.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, you're right in that. If we do want to get in the playoffs, that's the sort of game we have to win. From now on. But there's no reason why we can't. I mean, as I say, we weren't absolutely fantastic yesterday, but we defended resolutely. We took our chances.
Did what we needed to do. Yeah.
Yeah, and if we carry on like that, I think we'll be there or thereabouts. The front 6 are all good footballers. And they're probably as good a front 6 as we've had all season. So.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Now, I think right now we are a playoff standard team. the squad right now, definitely. But it's, as I mentioned previously, we just have to keep pushing. But no, that's brilliant to hear. It was obviously McDonald as well. I've heard a lot of praise. He was a talking top man of the match yesterday.
Yeah, I was going to mention him. Yeah, there were a couple of times where our defence was opened up a bit, and he made some really important saves at important times. And he's good. It's been said a lot this season, but he's going from strength to strength, and he really is
so good.
A properly good goalkeeper now.
Yeah, that just shows like character of an individual and sort of listening and learning to come sort of improve so much as well. And like he's such a solid number one. It's gonna be controversial, but I think he's been a lot better than the full season performance of both him and Coughlin last season, because Coughlin was only like really good for the last 2 or 3 months season. He had a lot of off moments before. So and he's young as well. He is young. We forget that.
I can only remember one real mistake from this season. That was Eastleigh.
And that was unfortunate, yeah.
And yeah, you will get that for goalkeepers at this level and at most levels. So
yeah, I mean, the best keepers in the world, they say 1 or 2 mistakes a season. That's a great season. So, yeah, exactly. But no, that's all brilliant. There will be another episode of Gull'S Eye View coming up on Wednesday for Solihull Moors, and then we'll be doing another power rankings afterwards, where we do the top 3. Last 3 games and the top 10 players, and you will be able to vote that soon. So thanks, Matty, for joining. Any other things we've got just before we go? Like any special mentions of the game?
No, nothing standing out. Just a really good performance. Wern's good as well. First time I've seen him. But yeah, really good. Sorry, we should actually mention Lemon Evans' miss.
I've heard about
that. I mean, he would have been in so much trouble. I mean, he would have been sold to whoever would pay if he hadn't won that game. It was
it that bad?
It was so bad. And actually, he had a bit of a stinker apart from his goal. But it doesn't matter. It's 3 points, and you can blame it on the bobble and move on.
Okay, that's brilliant. Cheers, Matty. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in a bit.
Thank you. Take care.